Cheating in video games is a very big issue. Games like Escape from Tarkov, CSGO, and many others have a big issue with it. Which is why I made a cheat engine. Now I'm not going to act like it's a very good cheat engine. I made it with C++. It's pretty much a cheat engine clone, but it's a good way to learn how cheat engines work usually, and it is able to cheat in some games. Every game or software uses variables to track things. For example, this is my game engine. And if I want to track an object position, I have to save it to a glm-vec3, which is an object that stores 3 floats. And these floats are numbers that are saved onto memory. Now, if I want to change a player's position, all I have to do is to change the number in the code. Let's take, for example, items in games. If I want to add a couple of items to my inventory, all I need to do is to access the game memory, which is the place where all the variables are saved, and I changed that value, but it's not really that simple. First, we need access to the game's memory. C++ already contains the windows.h header, and inside the windows.h header, we have a function called virtualQueryX. Using this function, we can get all the memory from our process, while also limiting the amount of megabytes we take from it. Now, if I print all the memory, the data we get from the memory is useless by itself, but it gives us a lot of things. In my specific program, all I want to have is integers that I can get and I can change. And using these numbers we get, I can arrange them into having ints. Now, in order to change the int value, I create a new list of the memory, change the right values, and then rewrite it again. And that is pretty much our cheat engine. But with so many variables, how can we detect which is the specific one we want to change? The way I did it is by searching for a value, and if that value is changed out of these values, then it creates a new list of these values that are changed. If you want to use the cheat engine, here is the way to do it. Okay, so first you have to download the program from the description or from the comments. I will leave a link to itch.io, and I already downloaded it, so here it is. I also made a program that prints a number which is stored in an int, and I'm going to try to change that number. So first I gotta select the process, and for me it's visionengine.exe. That's the name of this file, this exe. I'm gonna start in the injection, and when this number stops going up, I know it's done. Okay, so now I will type the number that is shown on that is printed, and I'm going to search it inside the memory. And here are all the numbers that are this exact number in the memory. There's the address and there's the number itself. And I'm going to change it now to a different number. And now I'm going to need to re-inject in order to refresh the list. I'm going to need to wait for it again. Meanwhile, I'm going to write down the number. And now I'm going to check what changed. Okay, so after some time, it's gonna take a bit. It finished, and it gave me the number that I was looking for, the changed number. Now I can write a different number, like 100, and then I press on the modified list, and it changes. And that's how you use MMS.